Welcome back to K-pop Exposed, your daily dose of the biggest K-pop updates, theories, and hidden stories you don't want to miss. And today we need to talk about Lisa. Something about Lisa's latest Instagram post feels different. Not louder, not flashier, but deeper, more personal. And fans are starting to realize this might not just be a birthday post. This might be the beginning of a new era. Earlier today, Lisa surprised fans with a brand new Instagram update that instantly caught everyone's attention. The caption? Last lap of my 20s with my favorite people. Simple, calm, but incredibly meaningful. And just like that, blinks everywhere paused. Because this isn't just another post. It feels like a reflection. In the photos, Lisa is seen in a soft, warm setting, surrounded by sunset light, intimate moments, and a peaceful atmosphere. There's no stage, no performance, no spotlight, just Lisa living in the moment. And that's exactly why fans are emotional. Because for years, the world has known Lisa as a global superstar, one of the biggest names in K-pop, performing in sold-out arenas, dominating charts, and representing Blackpink on a global level. But in this post, we see something different. We see Lisa, a person, not just an idol. And fans quickly noticed how natural everything felt. The smiles weren't posed. The moments weren't staged. It felt real, almost like a memory rather than content. And that's where the emotions start to hit. Because Lisa is now 29, which means she's officially entering the final chapter of her 20s. Think about that for a second. Her 20s were not normal. She spent them training, debuting, struggling, succeeding, and eventually becoming one of the most influential artists in the world under YG Entertainment. From leaving Thailand at a young age, to building a life in Korea, to standing on the biggest stages in the world, Lisa didn't just grow. She transformed. And now, with this simple caption, last lap, it feels like she's finally taking a moment to look back, not at the fame, not at the success, but at the people who stayed with her through it all. My favorite people. That line alone says everything. Because behind the cameras, behind the performances, behind the brand deals and global recognition, there's still a circle, a small group of people she trusts, people who knew her before everything changed. And maybe that's what matters most to her now. Fans also started pointing out something else. Her energy. There's a calmness in these photos, a quiet confidence. It's not the same high-energy, performance-driven image we usually see. Instead, it feels grounded, like she's comfortable with where she is, and more importantly, who she is. And that's where things get interesting. Because recently, Lisa has been showing signs of change. More freedom in her style, more control over her image, more individuality in how she expresses herself. And this post? It feels like another step in that direction. Not loud, but intentional. And, of course, fans started asking questions. Is this just a birthday reflection? Or is Lisa subtly hinting at something bigger? Because in K-pop, timing is everything. And moments like this don't happen randomly. Some fans believe this marks the start of a new era for Lisa. An era where she's no longer just defined by the system she debuted in, but by the choices she makes moving forward. Others think it's more emotional than strategic, that she's simply appreciating life before stepping into her 30s. But maybe it's both, because growth doesn't always come with big announcements. Sometimes it shows in quiet moments like this, in captions that feel simple but carry weight, in photos that look casual but tell a story. And right now, Lisa's story feels like it's shifting, not ending, but evolving. And fans can feel it. Social media quickly filled with reactions. Some fans said this is one of her most genuine posts ever. Others admitted they felt emotional seeing how far she's come. And honestly, it makes sense. Because for Blinks, Lisa's journey isn't just something they watched. It's something they experienced with her. From debut stages, to global tours, to solo success, they were there. And now they're watching her step into something new. Something more personal, something more real. And maybe that's why this post feels so powerful, because it's not trying to impress anyone. It's just honest, Closing, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So, what does this last lap really mean? Is it just the final chapter of her 20s? Or the beginning of something bigger? Because if there's one thing we've learned about Lisa, it's that she never stays in one place for too long.
She evolves. She adapts. She grows.
And if this post is any sign, then the next version of Lisa might be her most authentic one yet.
Not just a global icon.
Not just a performer, but someone who fully owns her story, on her own terms. And honestly, that's the era fans have been waiting for.